what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. We are not at the table, Mom is not here, and the Xbox is not on, so that could only mean one thing. We've got another looky-loo at some more Mattel WWE Legends. We do this like 3 or 4 times a year, really depends on how frequently I pick things up and how frequently I can actually find them. So it's been a minute since we've done a recap of all the Legends that I've picked up recently. So let's go ahead and get right into that today. We ended the last one talking about one of the greatest hits that I was still seeking. So that's where we begin today. And as you can see, let's go ahead and refocus as much as we can. We have the Warlord greatest hits. This was the one I was after more than the others. I did end up picking up all of the greatest hits except for the King Booker, which we can see on the bottom here. But here's his information. He's not a Hall of Famer. Some people will definitely remember this gear. Pretty iconic gear for the time and very cool looking, like I'm not even sure what they were going for. It was like a futuristic kind of a Warlord look there, but you've got the half mask, the staff, and of course the like little chains hanging off of his almost football pad looking kind of thing. A lot of people will remember him obviously as a member of the Powers of Pain with the Barbarian as well, but this was, I think, the coolest of all the greatest hits. I also did pick up, which we saw in our last video, Warrior, IRS, and Tugboat. So like I said, Booker is the only one that I didn't find, which I'm fine with that. I'd honestly rather have a regular Booker T as opposed to the King Booker. So there was another series or 2 in between those ones that I did not pick up anything. I'm not sure what happened to the lighting here. But we're moving on to Series 25. This one is a little bit harder to see, but it is Psycho Sid. May he rest in peace. I believe, I didn't really read the backs of these because I like to kind of go over them with you guys. And this is what I thought. I thought this was going to be his WrestleMania 13 going in against The Undertaker, where he lost the title. And you can see the other members of Series 25 right there, but this is a really cool one. I do have his Jack's Bone Crunchers, which I will be replacing with this one here. Still trying to move everything over from what I had to the Legends line and replace certain guys if I can. This one I was a little OCD on. There was another one there that had a rip in the corner of the box, so I don't usually like to bug the workers, but I did end up chatting up one of the guys at Target and told him I was a collector looking for one that didn't have a rip on it, so he was able to find this out back for me. We've got some more from Series 25 to check out. Next is a lot of kids' favorite, Bret the Hitman Hart. This is another one that will be replacing something I had. I had an Elite WrestleMania 30 flashback of Bret Hart, which was actually his WrestleMania 10 gear. This one I believe is WrestleMania 9? Yeah, this one is from WrestleMania 9, so this was the match heading in to face Yokozuna. Most people remember that. He ended up losing the title, and then for some strange reason, Hogan ended up winning the belt off of Yokozuna. But this one was pretty cool. I didn't plan on picking this up. I picked all these up really. It's a handful of trips to Target, most of them strikeouts, but I found this one and the one from Series 25 that I really wanted the most at the same time, and then I made a couple trips back to look for the Psycho Sid. But you can see it's got the Winged Eagle Championship, and then of course his trademark shades. We'll put Bret away there. Let's look back at this Sid, because one interesting thing, look at the size of his elbow pad. Is that like, I don't know, that seems a little wonky if you ask me, but still a cool figure regardless. Now for the last one, we've only got 4 to check out. this is the one I was most excited about. He's simply ravishing Rick Rude with the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. I think at the time that was technically called the International Heavyweight Championship. They had two going on in WCW around this time. This was right around when Flair left, took the big gold with him, and then he returned, so they kind of had a new WCW Championship and this one on top of it. So they had the WCW World title and then the International World title all going at the same time. But ravishing Rick Rude, one of my all-time favorite heels. I would put him right up there. My favorite one's probably Mr. Perfect. Yeah, here we go. International World Heavyweight Champion. These days, they do kind of count that as an actual world title win. So technically, Rick Rude was a world champion in his career. But take a look at the gear here. This is really cool. The only perfect human, numero uno. Can't quite make out what that other one says, but then we got cream of the crop on the left leg there. It doesn't come with a ton. I would have thought that this would have came with the robe or whatever. But short hair version of Rick Rude, my favorite version of Rick Rude. Unfortunately, this was close to the end of his in-ring career. Does it say anything about defeated Ric Flair and became World Heavyweight Champion for the first time in his career. So yeah, that's probably my favorite one out of all of Series 25. And then next up, I would say, would probably be Bret the Hitman Hart. So the one I didn't go for was Justin Hawk Bradshaw. I'm also kind of getting to a point where I'm being a little more specific on which Legends figures I'm picking up because I'm starting to run out of room. I'm thinking I'm going to start going more for guys from this era, like the quote-unquote golden age of professional wrestling, as opposed to like Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Era and all that. But that's all I got for you on this one. I'll leave you guys looking at Rick Rude. Sit here, comment below which one is your favorite from Series 25. And of course, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy checking these out. I think next week we'll probably get back into some more trivia on a Tuesday. Maybe another kind of funny reaction with Mom. We'll see what's what next Tuesday. But until then, check out all the other fun stuff here on the channel. And enjoy the rest of your night, guys. We'll see you really soon. Have a good one.